All right, today we're going to master the flip once method. It's a super simple technique that will give you a perfect chicken breast every single time. Seriously.
So here's the promise. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to get that beautiful golden crust on the outside while keeping the inside incredibly juicy. We are saying goodbye to dry chicken for good.
Okay, first things first, preparation. If we get the tools and the heat right from the very beginning, success is pretty much guaranteed.
Let's talk ingredients. And look, it could not be simpler. All you're going to need is 2 chicken breasts, a little bit of salt for seasoning, and 1 tablespoon of oil. That's it.
And for your tools, you just need 2 essential things, a good skillet and a solid pair of tongs. Those tongs are going to be key for that one decisive flip.
All right, first action, set your empty skillet over medium heat. Why do this first? Well, heating the pan before you add anything else is the secret to making sure it heats up nice and evenly.
So once that pan is preheating, go ahead and add your tablespoon of oil. This little layer of oil is what's going to conduct the heat and, just as importantly, prevent sticking. That's absolutely crucial if you want to build that perfect crust.
Okay, this is your first really important checkpoint. You need to watch the oil. When you see it start to shimmer, it kind of moves with a slight wave, that's the signal. It means the pan is perfectly preheated and it is ready for the chicken.
And now it's time for the main event, the cook. This whole phase, everything we do from here, it all comes down to one core idea. We are only flipping this chicken one time.
Now, before you even put the chicken in the pan, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make right here. They move the chicken around. You have got to resist that urge. You need that stable, unbroken contact between the chicken and the hot pan. That's exactly what creates that perfect, even golden brown crust we're looking for. All right, it's go time. Season your chicken with salt, and then carefully lay it down in that hot, shimmering oil. You should hear a nice, confident sizzle the moment it touches down. And then, don't touch it. Leave it completely alone.
You're going to let it sear on this first side for about 5 to 6 minutes. Seriously, set a timer if it helps. But whatever you do, don't poke it or move it.
So, how do you know it's ready? Here's your visual check. After those 5 or 6 minutes are up, just lift one corner with your tongs. What you're looking for is a deep, really beautiful golden brown crust. If you see that, you're good to go.
Okay, listen up, because this is the single most important rule of this whole method. We are only going to flip this chicken once. Why? Because when you flip it back and forth, you interrupt the cooking. You end up steaming the meat instead of searing it, and that right there is the #1 reason chicken breasts turn out dry and tough.
All right, time for the flip. There are 2 things to do right here at the same time. Use your tongs and flip that chicken over, and as you do that, turn the heat down just a little bit, from medium to, say, medium-low. This is key because it stops the first side from burning while the second side gets a chance to cook all the way through.
Now the second side is going to cook a little bit faster. We're talking 4 to 5 minutes for this side.
And that brings us to a check you can do by feel. Gently press down on the thickest part of the chicken with your finger. What are you looking for? It should feel firm, with a little spring back, but definitely not rock hard. That firmness is your sign that the inside is cooked through.
We are so close. The final phase is the rest. And I'm telling you, do not skip this step. It is just as critical as the actual cooking. This is how we lock in all that juice.
So, what's the big mistake people make at this point? They slice into it right away. You can't do that. If you cut into the chicken straight out of the pan, all of those amazing juices, the ones you work so hard to keep in there, they're just going to pour out onto your cutting board, and you'll be right back to dry chicken.
So the right move is to take the chicken out of the skillet and just move it over to a cutting board or a plate. And then you just let it be. Hands off.
And for how long? Just 5 minutes. That's all it takes. That 5-minute rest lets all the muscle fibers in the chicken relax and reabsorb their own juices. This is what guarantees every single bite is going to be moist and tender.
Okay, the 5 minutes are up. Now it's time for the payoff. Let's take a look at the result and see the perfect texture that we've just created.
Here's the final check. Go ahead and slice the chicken and make sure you're slicing against the grain. As you cut into it, look closely. The juices should be running clear. That is the ultimate sign that you have a perfectly cooked, totally safe, and absolutely delicious chicken breast.
And there you have it. It's that simple. By getting the pan hot first, flipping only one time, and giving it that crucial rest, you get the exact result we wanted.
A firm, golden crust on the outside and a moist, tender interior. Perfect every time.